Well, we are a quarter of the way through our first season with Plymouth Argyle, and at the moment we're still mid-table, which is not too bad. But if we can start winning games, then we can really hopefully go on this promotion push. Hello, welcome to part 3 of Home Park Heroes, where hopefully we take Plymouth all the way from League 1 to Premier League champions and hopefully Champions League glory from there. But coming up in today's episode, we will be facing AFC Wimbledon and Exeter City, both in League 1. So that second match, very, very important, being with the Devon Derby. But obviously this has been the form since the last episode. Obviously we got off to a good start, a win and a defeat against Barnsley and Bolton. But since then, we did beat Bristol Rovers in the first round of the Carabao Cup. But then we also got wins against Lincoln and Leyton Orient. Then we went on a pretty big winless run, including obviously the exit in the Carabao Cup by Luton, which wasn't the best result, but I'm pleased that we went out on penalties. So we could have gone through, but just wasn't to be in the end. But in the league, it didn't go well from there. We lost 4-0 to Cardiff. We lost 3-1 to Stockport. We lost 3-1 to Luton. After that Luton game, I thought to myself, I'm just going to scrap this spring play nonsense and just go to a gegenpress because we weren't really creating any chances. And since then, form has picked up a little bit, getting the wins against Peterborough and Burton, a draw against Wigan, and a win against Bristol Rovers in the Virtue Trophy, which we do sit second in the table. I think we're second in the table in our section. Not that it really matters. I'm not too fussed about this Virtue Trophy nonsense. We're top of our respective groups, so I suspect we'll go through to the knockout rounds. We are currently 10th in League 1, 6 points behind Mansfield. Obviously, we've got a couple games in hand to Huddersfield, which is nice, which is good. So hopefully we can start pushing up the table. Hopefully by the midway point of the season, hopefully in the playoff spots. That's a big if, but all I want to do is finish in the top half, then possibly push for the playoffs by the end of the season. Obviously, we have had a transfer deadline day. That was quite a while ago. We have we've loaned out. We did loan out a player, if I can find him. I don't think we loaned out anyone. I'm sure we loaned out someone. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I was just making that bit up. But we have signed one player. Albeit I thought we had signed one player. Or unless I'm just making that bit up as I go along. But I'm sure we've loaned out a player. That's why it's not in date order. So we did loan out A-Man Belarus, so he's gone out on loan to... Where's he gone out on loan to? CR Bluesy Dad, a team in Algeria. He's played 5 games for them, so hopefully he gets a nice, decent run of games there. He is good enough, but he's just... he wasn't going to get into the squad. We have signed a player. Not sure why it's not in date order, but we have signed James Maxwell, who's the Scottish left back. 3 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, 23, so he is eligible for the signing. Obviously, we can't sign the players over the age of 25, but 23 is absolutely fine. He's a good League 1 player, potentially Championship. He comes in, where did he come from? I can't remember where he came from. He comes in from Doncaster for 300,000, so not too bad, considering I reckon if we ever sell him, we'll probably make, I'm sure we will sell him, we'll make a decent profit on him. But this is the lineup for our match against Wimbledon in League 1. It is Connor Hazard in goal, back from his injury. Then we've got a back 4 of Edwards, Ross, Galloway and Maxwell. Ibrahim at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him we've got Boateng and Kane. We've got Watts on the right hand side, Curtis on the left. Then we've got Pepple up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get a nice, decent win. I don't think Wimbledon are too tough of an opposition. They're similar sort of place to us in the league. I think they're just a couple places below us. I don't think they're above us. I think they're like 12th or 13th in the table. So a relatively should be a relatively tight game. But hopefully we can get the 3 points. Where are they in the table? I just want to make sure my facts were correct, that they are mid-table alongside us. Yeah, they're 12th. We're 9th at the moment. Obviously, if we can get the 3 points, narrow the gap to the playoff contenders, I think that would be. I mean, we're already talking about playoff contenders. We need to stop talking about the playoffs and just focus on getting the 3 points, because that's realistically what we need to do. Then the last 15 games, we can sort of decide what's going to happen, whether we're going to be in the playoff push or just batting it out for a top half finish. And Galloway does header the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Plymouth Argyle, and that is a very good start and a decent set piece. Ronan Curtis, a far post corner, and just a beautiful header from the large centre back at the back. But that's very good. Hopefully we can. That's probably. I don't remember us scoring any other corners this season, but that might be our first set piece we've actually scored more from. I think, unless we scored from a corner in the previous episode. I don't recall from scoring from an actual corner. We might have done a few corners but have led to a goal, but not directly from the corner, which I think is quite surprising. Brown has got the ball. Can we hopefully get the tackle in? And James Maxwell has scored an own goal. How? How's he? What the hell happened to Fitzgerald's legs? It looked like his legs went from just normal size to about 2 meters in length. That was absolutely ridiculous. But we scored in the 11th minute, conceded in the 12th. It's not ideal, but hopefully it's still relatively early on in the game. And Pepper has won the ball back quite nicely with the shot. I mean, I don't know if that shot was the right option, but judging by where he was, he didn't really have anyone around him. I mean, I guess it was worth an effort to try and catch a keeper off guard, but it just, I mean, if it's on target, fair play, but yeah, just wasn't, I mean, didn't really have anyone running, doing a overlapping run, so that's quite disappointing to see, but hopefully we can start creating a few more chances like that. And Brown, that's a good save from Callum Hazard, a very good save indeed, but hopefully we can try and create a few more chances. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target, not the greatest stats in the world, but hopefully we can keep on improving as the first half continues, which we've got 15 minutes left to go. Are we going to get something from this highlight, please? Maxwell has got the ball. Can we hopefully try and put the ball into the box? I mean, that was a pretty poor pass, but Wimbledon have really fluffed up there, and it does allow Ben Pepple to put the ball into the back of it. Wimbledon's just cowardless defended, and well, they just could not pass it. I don't know what Hughes was doing there. I mean, didn't really get touched by Ronan Curtis, but Ben Pepple 2-1, nice and easy tapping. That's what I like to see. Goals like that, as long as they go in, it doesn't matter how easy they are. As long as we put the ball into the back of that, that's all I care. Ben Pepple brings it down beautifully, beautiful control. That was very unfortunate. Did that actually hit the crossbar? I don't think it hit the crossbar, but it might have done. But that was a very good opportunity to potentially gone 3-1 up. But 10 minutes left to go, obviously 2-1 up. So I reckon, I don't think a third goal probably wraps it up. It probably will do, but I think we need to get at least 2 more goals. But definitely at least get the third goal just to get that 2-goal lead. Obviously, it's not safe, but it's all right. Ibrahim has got the ball. I mean, was that on target? That was a big question, but it did take a deflection off the goalkeeper. It was a good save. I don't know whether it might have been sneaking into that bottom left-hand corner. I mean, I can't get my words out now because I'm so excited about the prospect of getting a victory with Plymouth. But I mean, Bradley Ibrahim, I mean, I admire the effort. Whether or not it was on target, I do not know because it looked so tight. But then again, it could have been going miles wide. But great shot. I mean, did make the goalkeeper work for the save, so I admire that. Bishop with the goal kick. Can we hopefully just try and get the ball back? Ibrahim headers the ball to Pepper. I tell you what, Ibrahim, as that defensive midfielder this game, he's done all right. I mean, Bishop, it's a good save, but he nearly put the ball into the back of his own net, which I would take all day long, but he was very close to scoring an own goal. We do have a set piece. Curtis whips in the free kick, falls to Caleb Watts. Will he have the shot? He does, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. I think with 30 minutes left to go, we are going to make a couple of changes. No one's tiring. We'll leave the changes for now. I thought players would begin to shatter, but we have just had our first international break because I can't remember who got called up. It was Connor Hazard, Caleb Watts possibly, and somebody else who I can't remember. But we did have 3 people get called up to their respective international countries. So the players are well rested. We are going to make a couple of changes. Boateng is going to make way for Joe Rules. Ibrahim can just move into that centre midfield role, and I think Curtis also makes way for Xavier Shemeki. Watts can go out to the left hand side, Shemeki on the right, and I think let's get off Maxwell for Sorinola, who I think potentially could be on his way out in January, but he's a decent backer, but he's not an out and out fullback. He's more of definitely like a left right wing back, which we don't really do. If we were playing 5 at the back, yeah, he'd be the main guy playing on either side, but it's not really suited to the roles that we want to do him. And he doesn't have much potential. I think if we do somehow get promoted to the championship this year, I think he's probably the first person on the chopping block, because I don't think he's that sort of standard of player. Shemeki, I mean, I don't know what happened there, but he's put the ball into the back of there. It does go down as an own goal, which is slightly unfortunate because I thought the header from Shemeki absolutely pitch perfect, completely does the goalkeeper. That's unfortunate because it's on target. If it's on target, it should be given to him. That's just absolutely ridiculous. There's no need for that. I demand a full-on replay for that goal because Shemeki deserves that all day long. Ibrahim has got the ball down to Pepper again. Herbie Kane, this is looking very good. Could potentially be a 4th goal. So I think that was Sorinola with the shot. Wasn't the greatest of efforts, but not too bad. I tell you what, this second half, far better than the first half, even though we did score 2 goals in the first half. I think we've created a lot more chances this second half. We are going to make a couple more changes. I think Alex Mitchell comes on for Ross, and I think we'll also let's get on Rividu we'll get him on for Herbie Kane. I think that'll be the final change for now. 5 minutes left to go. I think the 3 points are very much wrapped up. I don't know where this puts us in the table. I'm probably anticipating 9th or 8th. Obviously, there's no way we would go in the playoffs from this victory, but potentially if we get the win against Exeter, we might be in there, possibly, depending on what happened in the other results today. But that was a decent performance. Wasn't our best performance, but we got the win. That's all that matters. So that does put us 9th place, 4 points behind Port Vale, which I think we still had to play them and a whole host of other teams, but hopefully we can get the win in our next match and be victorious in the Devon Derby. The lineup for our match against Exeter in the Devon Derby, it will be Connor Hazard in goal, a back four of Harding, Mitchell, Galloway and Maxwell. Rules at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him we've got Ibrahim and Herbie Kane. Caleb Watts on the right hand side playing against his former club. There we've got Ronan Curtis on the left. There we've got Laurent Talage up front. Come on lads, let's hopefully get a nice, hopefully not so stressful win against Exeter. Preferably a 1-0 win, that would be fine. I don't really want to batter them, but if we lose against them, it's not the end of the world. It is the end of the world basically if we lose them, because yeah, there's no coming back from the defeat against Exeter City, especially if it's Plymouth Argyle, which it did happen in real life. We were unbeaten against them this season, and still got relegated. I'm talking about Exeter. They won against them and drew against them and still got relegated from League One, which doesn't make any sense. Oh my good God. My good God, Reece Cole. Are you going to shush the crowd again? Because I love that. I think he just did that. I mean, I got no words to describe that goal. Hazard punches it out. Reece Cole takes a touch, then bangs it onto his right foot. I mean, that's just you don't stop those sort of goals. They just happen. Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, it's nice to see Exeter City play a sensible formation of 4-3-3. That's what I want to see them play. I don't like this three at the back nonsense. I mean, it's definitely tailorable, isn't it? With playing at 4-3-3. But yeah, that wasn't a great start. We're 25 minutes into the game. It's been 20 minutes since that opening goal of the game. Not much has happened since then, but hopefully we can get back into this game. But I do realise it is a Devon derby, and being 1-0 down from it, you don't really sort of come back from those situations. Rydell thankfully puts the ball into the box, straight into the arms of Connor Hazard, who does whip the ball upfield, finds Lauren Tolai, and Ronan Curtis has got the ball down the left-hand side. He has the shot. I mean, that is just absolutely useless. I mean, if we have one area that needs strengthening in January, it probably is left winger, because Ronan Curtis, he's alright. He ain't great, but he's a decent League One player. And Owen Dale, I haven't even seen Owen Dale because he's been pretty much injured. I don't really know what his best side is, but he could potentially be better than Ronan Curtis. We just don't know because I haven't really used him because he's literally just come back from injury. But I think definitely there might be some movement in the January transfer window, which we will obviously find out in the next episode. Because I think the plan for the next episode probably might be the first game of January, then possibly go to the end of the transfer window and probably do it something like that. Possibly that's obviously to be confirmed, depending on who we play in the month of January. But half an hour left to go. We are still currently 1-0 down. Haven't looked like scoring an equaliser, which is it's all part of the game. Hopefully we will get a goal soon. Caleb Watts is going to make way for Shemeki, and I think Boateng also makes way for. We're gonna actually we'll get him on for Herbie Kane, who's looking a little bit tired. But 30 minutes left to go. Come on, let's drop some encouragement. Hopefully, try and grab an equaliser, because I don't want to lose against Exeter. I really don't. It would pain me to say this, but I don't want Exeter to win this, especially as Plymouth Argyle manager. Lauren Tolai! Oh, how the hell was that not a goal? How is that not an equalising goal? I thought I was going to go into the back of the net or somehow get awarded a penalty, but no, it doesn't fall to any of our players, and hopefully we can get the ball upfield. Lauren Tolai, back to Curtis, now Tolai again, Curtis again. This is looking semi-positive, this is looking okay, but Curtis has got the ball. He is tiring. I don't think we've got Owen Dale on the bench. I mean, Ronan Curtis, I admire the effort to have a strike from all the way out there, but realistically, with 1-0 down, you're not going to score from there, and we do get the ball into the box. Does fall to Maxwell. Oh, you've got to be joking. We're doing everything right in the final third, apart from score that crucial goal to get us back on level terms. Mitchell now to Galloway. This is looking fairly decent. Rules, that's a lovely ball out to Shemeki. Come on. He cuts inside. He puts the ball into the back of the net. I mean, Joe Whitmer, fair play. I mean, not fair play to him because he's absolutely useless. Was he like 5 foot? 5 foot? Yeah. Well, how tall is he? 5'10". I mean, he wasn't going to save that, was he? There's no saving those shots. Straight into the top left-hand corner. We are back on level terms. So 10 minutes left to go. We are going to make a couple changes. Maxwell is going to make way for Sorodora, and I think we will get off Curtis, and Peppel is going to come on. He can sort of play a little bit. He has played a little bit out on the left, and he's done all right. So hopefully he can try. He might be able to grab us the winning goal, but we'll see what happens. But the stats do look pretty even. I mean, the XG was definitely doing better than Plymouth Exeter. I mean, I thought we were doing better than Plymouth. We are Plymouth. Hopefully, 4 minutes of additional time. Are we gonna get a late winning goal, preferably for the green side, not the red side? So hopefully Devon is green, even though it is red in real life. Devon might be green on this game. McMillan now to Fitzwater. Can be Fitzwater bold on this game? I don't think he is in real life. At least I'm not sure. We're in pre-season in real life, so yeah, I hope not. But we do have a couple minutes left to go, and it does end in a 1-1 draw. The Devon derby gets shared out between both teams, which is slightly unfortunate, but it could have been a lot worse. We could have actually lost against them, so I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I mean, as an Exeter fan, I'll take it, because if we had beaten them, I don't know what I would be feeling inside, but yeah, I take a 1-1 draw against Exeter, even though we had plenty of chances to have gone at least 2-1 up. But I think probably we've got a lot of games in January, so I think we'll probably come back back end of December, then a couple episodes time, then we'll go through the January transfer updates depending on what we do. Why do we play Wickham twice in a month? That is just absolutely ridiculous. But we will come back in the back end of December, where hopefully we're probably around halfway through the season, if not close to. So we'll come back for our matches against Reading and Wickham. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Den Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.